Okay, welcome back to the Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. So, in the last episode, we just finished the Gerudo training grounds and received the ice arrows. So now we're going to take a quick trip on our little bean plant over here and collect our last two collectibles before we go and take on the Spirit Temple. So you're going to need to take two trips on this bean flower. The first one, because it's nighttime, I want to do this one right away. Before it becomes daylight and the sculpture goes away. Go away, levers. And the second one is actually the second thing we're looking for is the heart piece that's just on the arch I just walked under. So it's going to take a little bit of a path. And what it'll do is it'll fly under, come up, and go backwards. So you kind of have to have your timing lined up to get on top of it. It's not too bad. It's just like that. So now we have one single heart piece left to collect, and then we are done with those. So that is very exciting. And then we've got the two hearts from the bosses in the temples. And we will have full health. Yeah, if you don't have a shield, those guys will hit you generally. You're not prepared because, well, you're supposed to crouch under them. So that's one disadvantage to not having my shield, but I rely on it so little to begin with that I'm not worrying about putting it back on. Ah, yes. So this guy, you'll have to throw 2 bombs. Oh, or in my case, 3. Excuse me, sir. There we go. I thought the first one collided with him anyway. So yeah, the first one, the smoke will close his eye. Second one will destroy him. If you look right above him, and just like everything else, walk right into the blade trap. Just like everything else, if I've got 2 choices, I'm going left. Okay, bye. I'm just not going to worry about him if he's going to go down there, because I don't need to go down there. So, for our very next item, because we got the map as a kid, we've got our compass now, so that's nice. That'll make trekking through this dungeon much nicer. Oh yeah, he's so ferocious down there. Like my dog when he plays. He gets all growly and teethy. I'm like, oh yeah, he is so ferocious. That was probably one of the best things I taught him, is when he's playing, he can get a little carried away very rarely, but like he understands he can't just bite people and other animals and stuff. So he'll like gnaw and stuff, but he generally doesn't even gnaw that hard. So when he was a puppy, he used to leave a lot of like little red marks and pinholes because puppy teeth are like tacks. But since he's gotten his big teeth in now, he's been pretty good about, there we go. He's been pretty good about how he plays with myself, other people, other animals. So, yeah. But he's really growly when he plays, so I say he's so ferocious. He's not. Okay. Oh, right, that's I can hear it. I knew there wasn't much room in there, but nope, just gonna walk right into it anyway. Come on, you big boulder. Oh. I'm standing in the way anyway. Okay. These are reasons why I will never say I'm a professional gamer at all. Oh no, I like. Yeah. I screw things up. I get impatient. FPS stuff, no chance. I played games like Rainbow Six Siege for a long time, but that didn't mean I was any good at them. Or I wasn't good at the shooting. Planning, team support, that was more my thing. Am I allowed to hide in a corner? Yeah? Okay. Then you'll find me in the corner. Not quite that bad, but yeah, if there was a way that I could help out without having to get in the middle of the fray, that was probably going to be the approach I would take 9 times out of 10. Oh, didn't get them. Where did that last one? Okay. So, yeah, the invisible enemy is just a floor master. Oh, you gotta... Okay, I'm doing this like the way hardest way possible. Like, really I am. Oh, okay. So apparently when they get big again, you don't have to worry about them splitting into 3. They just get really big, and then the second time you defeat them, you're good. I thought they just infinitely respawned with 3. That would have made that a nightmare. But yeah, they are absolutely visible. You just need to use your lens of truth. I got lazy, didn't bother, and I paid the price for it, so there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna head all the way over here. Oh, don't roll off. And just like anywhere else marked with a Triforce, we're just gonna play Zelda's Lullaby. Oh. Okay, I have to actually stand on it. I guess in front of it doesn't count. There we go. Now, there's a couple things we're gonna wind up doing now that we've done that. Key? Yes, key. Then what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna jump right down to the bottom. No, we're not, because I missed a step. We need to go all the way to the top. So this was the side we came in when we were Kid Link. Don't go through the door because it just leads you, by the end of it, it leads you right out of the temple. If you remember where the chest with the gauntlets was, that's where that door is going to lead you if you unlock it, so just leave it alone. That will trip some people up that aren't used to this temple. That can really get you going in circles. But, yeah. And we're going to go back up this way. And I think we only have one more Skulltula. Oh, no, actually, that's all of them. Fantastic. Just a blue rupee, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a chest just to have a hook shot point. Okay. Grab our Megaton hammer because this bad boy is all rusted over. Now, this is completely optional. This room. 100% optional. Especially because you're most of the way completed in this temple. This might be if someone's struggling and needs to go grab supplies or go heal up at the fairy's fountain outside or something like that. This would be great, but for the most part, you're just never going to actually need this. And there we go. And what it is a platform. And where that goes is straight to that first room inside of temple, right between the two armors. Don't stand under that thing, because it will just straight up take you out and send you back to the beginning of whichever room you're registered as whichever door you were registered going into the room. So, yeah. Fair warning on that, just don't stand under it. We're gonna take our way all the way to the top here. Use our key. Absolutely did not need to take that thing out. He is of no inconvenience to you other than he might get you in the ankle on the way by. I did that just to choose violence. So the Anubis puzzle here, this is very similar to the one we saw as a kid. So they'll mirror my movements around the room, and there is a spot where you activate the switch and burn them up. If you have the fire arrows or Din's fire, which you should have Din's fire, I'm pretty sure it's required. I don't remember at this point. But if you have those items, then that puzzle is nothing. You just take them up. Don't waste the time. Okay, now this room, easiest way to complete this, just hookshot that back guy. He'll just hop right over the switch, and through the door you go. Very, very simple. There's also two chests here. One's right. Aha! One right there. One right there. So a couple of recovery hearts, not a bad thing. The enemy we're about to face really doesn't need sweet FA because we are about to face our second Iron Knuckle. So oh. The reason I said they don't matter is because it gives you 2 hearts. If he hits you, he's going to do twice that, so... I mean, that might make a difference, but if you're having that bad luck that you run through, what do I have, 15 other hearts, those 2 hearts probably didn't mean a whole lot. Okay, so now we have the mirror shield. And here's where I'm going to give the big Goron sword a bit of a break, because although you can use the big Goron sword with the mirror shield, when you go to use the reflective surface, you have to put away the big Goron sword. Because what happens is as you've seen with the Highland shield, Link just turtles, so that kind of makes the mirror shield very ineffective. So, oh, damn it. I was talking and not paying attention. But yeah, so just for the sake of simplicity right now, I am going to just go through the remainder of the dungeon. Also, I forgot this was another reason that you want to use that platform. That is a guaranteed reason to use that. But yeah, once I get to the boss, I am absolutely 100% going to go through the pain of switching between my big Goron sword and the mirror shield, because in the boss fight, the big Goron sword does make a pretty significant difference. So it's worth the fumbling. Okay, so these guys are still defeated. Got a keyed door over there. So we're gonna go back to the room that we went through to get in here. And we're actually gonna make use of reflective surface. So this is gonna be a large part of the puzzles remaining in the temple, where you're just gonna be reflecting sunlight to activate switches. Okay, so once I get to this room, this is when the dungeon starts to actually feel complete, like somewhat completed finally. I don't know why, it's this room specifically. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty close to the end finally. So yeah, the whole idea is you're supposed to crawl up these, they'll shift. If you're over 2 of those, it'll just knock you off. Just save yourself the time, just hook shot up to the top. It's not like the game's going to punish you for saving yourself that agony, because that puzzle, if you go through it, can be tedious and annoying. So just hook shot to the top and leave it at that. Another Triforce on the floor, so it means the same thing it's meant the whole way through the game. You cheap shot at me. I believe it's that door. Nope. It's gotta be that one. All I know is with these puzzles that have the doors around the rooms, yeah, they're always on the left side as you walk in for whatever reason. I'm not gonna argue with it. Makes no difference, just one of those things that you notice and go, oh. Of course. I don't put my phone on silent. Super professional. Okay, so now we have the boss key, so that is everything to collect in this dungeon. Now it's just getting through and taking on the boss, which, for my money, I think is probably one of the bosses I enjoy to fight the most. It's top 2 for sure, just because it's got a little bit more to it than most other boss fights. Because, like, even all the way up till Morpha, like, I showed that there's not a whole lot to the bosses. I probably haven't spent more than, what, 10 minutes of gameplay fighting bosses throughout the entirety of the game. So the white bubbles, that's what these things are called, by the way. The ones, they just don't have an aura. Generally, they're just more of a nuisance. They don't really... Oh, I see. Oh no, this is freebie chest. What is this? I'm gonna say it's probably bombs, if I had to guess. Yeah, like they don't like actually go after you. They're just there. So if you leave them be, they're more likely to just collide with you than actually attack you. So, but that can still get irritating. Hit the bombs. That down there. And yeah, so like I said, the most of the puzzling that's left just has everything to do with the mirror shield, which is kind of annoying because it's so late game and it only has a handful of uses through the entire remainder of the game. But it's just such a cool looking shield that I just wish you'd get it a little sooner in the game. Ow. Alrighty, so here's where we make the last preparations to go find the boss. And all we do is reflect the sunlight for whatever reason that breaks down the rock. I don't know how the physics works out on that. And I don't really care, to be honest. I'm not one of those people that likes to pick apart the creativity in a game. Alrighty, so, yeah, as you can see, it's our third Iron Knuckle. This is actually where I'm going to switch back to my big Goron sword. So, yeah, fun fact, at the beginning of the playthrough, when I was introducing the game, I said I didn't want to give any spoilers and things like that. That was actually the scene that starts immediately playing if you stay on the main screen too long. So, sidestepped and destroyed. Now that I think about it, I've always backflipped away from those guys when they did that. I don't know why I'd never just sidestepped that attack. Because he telegraphs the attack pretty well. Oh yeah, big twist ending to the battle. It's Nibiru. Oh, sorry. It's this scene. Yeah, not the one at the beginning of the battle, it's the one at the end of the battle. And now we get an actual boss battle. Okay, so we have the Sorceress Sisters Twin Roba. So, first things first, with this battle, I always go find one of the platforms on the side. Which one are you just going to attack? Yeah, I find if you stay on that middle platform, you just generally don't get a great angle, because the whole purpose of what you're doing is you're reflecting each one's attack back at the other. And it is awkward, it is janky, it does not always hit. Yeah, so this part can really be a pain. And it does not help when it does that, so. Come on. The unfortunate part about this battle is, part of the battle is you do have to hit them 3 times. There we go. I have no idea at what point that actually angled to hit the other one. And I just saw a beam go out, and it didn't actually even look like it was lined up, but... There we go. So that's 2. There we go. Ah. Oh, nope. Okay, we're not done yet, I guess. Can't see when that happens. Just out of range, yeah. So this is the pain of the battle. The next part's more RNG based, but not like by difficulty, just more of how quickly will you be able to beat it. Oh, there we go. Now they're gonna get serious. So this part is very simple. She's going to hold up both of the wands that she has, and you have to collect 3 of the same one. The trick is, if you're not going to get it right, you have to get out of the way quickly. If you get all 3, and this is why I wanted to use the big Goron sword, because you get that initial jump attack, and it will very quickly make a difference in the battle. Oh, caught that. So if it hits the ground, it will spread very quickly, so getting out of the way can be a little bit difficult if you're not prepared. There you go. Yeah, so just like this. And that's exactly what I mean. I try to be a little bit closer to the front of wherever she's at, but the problem is you have a very small reaction time if you do that, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, this is the RNG part that I was talking about, so sometimes she'll stick on the same attack. It's honestly not worth trying to switch between the 2. Yeah, so see, with the big Goron sword, that was 2 rounds of that. With the Master Sword, I believe that can take 4 rounds, I think. So, yeah, makes a huge difference in that part of the battle. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the end for you two ladies. I love that. It's like, I'm 400. Yeah, and I'm only 380. We're twins. Yeah. Yeah, if you're twins, you're the same age. One of you is lying. I'm actually a twin, and most people could tell that me and my brother are brothers, but most people have no idea that we're actually twins, so that can be fun when people find that out sometimes. Now onwards to the Chamber of Sages. Kid, let me thank you. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years. A competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit? And now I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages. I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Kid. No, Link, the hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Take it. Okay, so we now have the Spirit Medallion. If only I'd knew you'd become such a handsome man. I should have kept the promise I made back then. Yeah, I have no idea. There's been huge speculation on what she's actually referring to, but yeah. Okay. So here's where we are going to leave things off. We have one quick thing to do before the next temple, which I'll be able to just do along... bird. You know what? I'll just take my way to the Temple of Time, and when we come back, we will actually be coming into a cutscene. Because there's really no way for me to go around that. So I figure that's probably just the best way to do this. So yeah, that's how the next episode is going to start. And thank you so much for the support. If you did like the video, don't forget to drop a like. If you really liked it, don't forget to subscribe on your way over to your next video. And until the next one, thank you and all the best.